Hi guys, I'm Reiko Cakes Cosplay, and in this video I will show you how I made my Scarlet Witch headpiece from EVA foam and Worbla. Firstly, I cut out the pattern, which you can find in the description below. After that, I traced onto the 5mm EVA foam and I cut out with a sharp knife and scissors. You can use a katana or a lightsaber or anything you like. After I cut out the base of the headpiece, I started cutting out the details with a scalpel. On the pattern, I colored these parts with a different color. Yay, ready with the pattern! Just like with the base, I traced the details onto the foam and cut them out. Sorry for the bad camera focus, next time I'll pay more attention for this. When done with all the cutting, I started polishing the edges with a Dremmel. I traced the details on the base part, so it is easier to determine where to glue the detailed part. I applied contact cement on both parts, and when they dried, I stuck them together. Next, I Dremmeled the edges of the headpiece until I was satisfied with it. I used the heat gun to make the surface smooth again. Because I used thick EVA foam, I had to make the whole thing thinner and more refined, so I started cutting some parts of the back. Once everything looked good, I used the heat gun to make the surface less rough. To make everything ready to prime, I used sandpaper and a Dremel and of course a heat gun again. The rest of the details were burned in with a soldering iron. Because the foam is very floppy, I used some Worbla to give it some support. I traced the base shape of the headpiece to the Worbla and I head drew a smaller version of it inside the base, then I cut it out. I heated up the Worbla to make cutting it easier. I added some more Worbla to achieve more support. I used my heat gun on the Worbla and shaped it to the curve of my forehead. I glued the foam and the Worbla together. I forgot a small piece, so glued it to the headpiece now. When everything is ready, I primed it with 2 coats of Hex Flex and 2 coats of Seal Prime. Once the primers have dried, I painted it using an airbrush. I didn't record the painting process, because it was the first time I used an airbrush and I didn't want to look lame. Sorry. For the weathering, I used some oil paint. I applied the paint with a very small sized brush, and after that I blended it with a dry bigger one. The final result looks pretty cool to me. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. See you guys in the next video.